Sponsors and links are now being managed via the Gravity Forms plugin to create the entries, and then the Gravity Forms directory plugin to display the entries. Now, of course, you can do it the old-fashioned format where you manually put the text on the page and organize it how you want. However, many find if they have many links to add, this is a preferred method. Now, keep in mind the way it's displayed is dependent on how you're set up. But we're going to cover how to add things in this video. If you go to your sponsors and links page, at the very bottom on all newer sites, you'll see a please fill out this form for business sponsors, as well as a link page. They're two separate forms for obvious reasons, being the links are usually much more brief. For example, you have a state snowmobile association or a local provincial jurisdiction that you want to make sure people add, registration, whatever. Put it in there, put the website in there, click submit. The add links page is only visible by your administrators, your editors, your authors, and I believe your contributors, simply to cut down on spam. And the form itself is set to require people to be logged in for added security. Otherwise, if you have add your link to your site, you're going to get a bunch of miscellaneous advertisements. To change your content permissions, to restrict this even more, or to remove restrictions, you edit the page, scroll down to the content permissions, modify it there. If you want to add more fields to your links form, feel free to do that, edit that form accordingly. For your sponsors or business page, I have the idea that this form should be open to the public. You may change it and restrict this as well. You may also want to cut down the required fields, because here I have everything required just to make sure that businesses don't try to add their link and half-ass things. But modify it how you want. Remove requirements if you want via the forms editor option. However, this is a good way to add a business link to the page. I'm going to even add a category and try to expand on that later for all newer sites. But go ahead and add links via the add links page or the sponsors or business page. If you don't care if they're jumbled up, go ahead and add them add everything to your add links page if you want to keep it nice and simple. And then if you want to have a sponsors directory of local businesses that you get added and you want to charge for them, you can always put a PayPal payment, attach it to this form. So when someone submits for a new business, it sends them off to require payment information from them. Another good idea would be on the page itself, when you're displaying your sponsors, you're going to obviously have people that are big time sponsors of your club that need to be in the forefront. You can still use the space above where the entries are going to appear to display a banner image or highlight a specific company. If you don't want to use this plugin to manage your sponsors and links database, you obviously don't have to, especially if you only have 3 or 4. It might just be easier just to list them yourself. Go ahead and do that. But this is how you can add them if you have a large amount to do. For information on how they're displayed and set up, customize, and modify the options of the directory display, please check out the other video. Thank you.